Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to make cassava ball or egg ball. Let's just jump straight into the video. I have some fresh cassava here and I'm going to be peeling it like this and boiling it until it's tender. Have your eggs boiling on the fire if you're going to be putting eggs inside. It can be just cassava ball or egg ball, which means obviously the boiled egg is going to be in the center of it. So I already have 5 eggs on the stove boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and chop both ends off. Then I'm going to just cut it up into pieces so it's easier to peel. I'm going to get a smaller knife and slip it in and raise that skin up. Then slip it under that skin and it just comes right up. Easiest provision to clean. And that's it. That's how I clean the cassava. Put it over into the pot and I'll go ahead and do the rest of this, and I'll be right back. So to my pot right here, I covered the cassava. You want to cover it with water and put it on to boil. You're going to boil this until it's tender. You're going to take a fork and stick it into the cassava and it should be tender to where it breaks apart. So that's going to take, I don't know, it depends. Some cassavas will boil really quickly, some will take a while to boil. So let's hope that this boils really quickly. So in the meanwhile everything is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my mango to make my mango sour to go with the egg ball. So I'm gonna use just one mango today because my kids don't really, holy crap, that's a white mango. They don't really like or use a lot of sour, so this is mainly for me. So you just want to cut your mango up, get a small pot, and cut it small. And the reason why I'm cutting it a little bit smaller is this way it boils a little bit faster. I know some people would grate their mango, but this is how I saw my mother made it, so this is how I continued to make my sour as I got older. So this is what the mango is looking like, and to this I'm gonna add a little piece of habanero pepper. I'm not gonna add a lot because again my kids will be eating this, so I'm just gonna take just the butt of the habanero, so there's not much seeds in that part, so it shouldn't be too hot. At least let's hope it's not gonna be too hot. Come over to the stove. To add to this is some salt. Just some regular iodized salt, not too much. You can always add more, so don't over add. So we're gonna let this boil until it gets soft. We have the cassava there and our eggs in the back there. I'm gonna go ahead and check on the eggs. It should be ready, and I will be back with you guys when the cassava is ready to be mashed and made of. Okay guys, my cassava is finished boiling, and I had pretty good cassava because it boiled within 10 minutes. So I'm going to take a potato masher and I'm going to mash the cassava And remember the strings that are in the cassava, you're gonna take that out, which is this. You don't want that inside of your egg ball. Now to this, I'm going to add a little bit of butter. This is just to moisten the cassava mixture so it's not so dry. So you see our mixture is very Play-Doh like, so it's going to be easy to mix into balls when we're ready to do so. Like I always say in all my videos, this is my version of a cassava ball. So I think I got all or most of the strings out. Let's see here. So as you can see, it's very soft and easy for me to form and make into a ball. All my seasoning today, I'm going to use adobo seasoning, black pepper, salt, and garlic powder in today's seasoning. So we got our Old Bay. I don't normally use Old Bay, but let's try a different seasoning than the regular. Black pepper. And don't put too much black pepper because I'm going to be putting fresh pepper as well. Adobo seasoning. And remember, adobo has salt in it, so if you go a little heavy on the adobo, go a little light on the actual table salt. Then to that, I'm going to add some shallot, as we call it, or some of you may know it as green onion. I have my fresh habanero pepper that I cut up. And that's about it for seasoning wise. For seasoning wise, that's about it. A clean hand would go into our mixture and mix it up well. You're gonna want to make sure you just taste this mixture to make sure it has enough seasoning. If it doesn't, go ahead and add more. You can see my cassava is very soft, very pliable to make into balls, and that is where the butter came in. I know, I think some people add eggs, but I mean we already have a whole egg in there, and I'm going to use an egg wash to fry it, so I think that's a little too much eggs, so I prefer not to put no egg. I just put a little bit of butter. Taste your mixture. Mine is good. I'm going to pick up some of my cassava mixture, and then I'm going to make it into a little bowl in the palm of my hand. Take an egg, place it in the center, and try to use that cassava to cover that egg as much as you possibly can. Then go in with a little bit more and cover the remaining part of that egg. So now you're going to make this into a ball. So you just cup it up. And make your cassava ball. And this is what my cassava ball will look like. So here you go, guys. This is my cassava ball. It's already made out, or I should say egg ball. The bigger ones have eggs in it, so I have about 5 of those, and I have 4 without any eggs, obviously, because they're just cassava. So what I'm gonna do now is take my cassava ball, roll them in this egg wash right here, and then put them onto the stove to fry. Already have my oil heating up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my first egg ball in. So I'm gonna go ahead and coat it with the egg wash mixture, which is basically just egg just scrambled. In there. I'm gonna go ahead and add like 3 at a time if I have the space. What you're gonna do is just keep turning it around. So you want the entire egg ball to get brown and not just one side. Remember, it doesn't need to be in here long because the cassava, everything is already cooked. You're just basically cooking that egg wash mixture on the outside. So guys, this is what my egg balls are looking like. They're finished. They're going to be the most softest, most moist egg ball that you'll ever eat, if I say so myself. It's well seasoned. I like seeing that little shallot peeking out of it, and then parts of it you'll see a little bit pieces of pepper peeking out of it. I just love it. I prefer to use the egg wash than flour. A lot of people use flour on the outside to fry it, but that's just a little too much. I prefer the egg wash, the light egg wash, and that's it. My sour, this is what my sour is looking like. It's a little thick. If you like your sour a little more runny, obviously you can add a little more water. Again, this is just mangoes, a little bit of salt, habanero pepper, and you could add a couple cloves of fresh garlic. I don't use garlic anymore, so yeah, there's no garlic in there, but you can add garlic for extra or added flavor. Or if you don't have fresh garlic, obviously you can use garlic powder. And go ahead and cut it very soft, and that, my friends, is a really nice looking egg ball. Just, my friends, is a very nice looking egg ball. As you can see, I love seeing the shallot, the little bits of pepper, and this is well freaking seasoned. Okay, well seasoned. So this is what my egg ball looks like. And of course, you're gonna want to top that with some sour. I'm gonna just go ahead and put the sour right on top of it. Just mix that up. If you guys like this video, please click like, share it with your friends, your mother, your father, your auntie, everyone, cousins, siblings. Share this video if you enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you will try this recipe and how you like it. And obviously I would love to know how you guys make it too. Everyone makes everything different, whether it's seasoning wise or preparation wise. Just let me know how you do it, if this is how you do it. If not, let me know how you do it down in the comment section. I love seeing you guys feedback, whether it be bad or good. Any feedback is good feedback. So yeah, I will catch you guys in another video. Bye guys.